Okay guys, I'm here today with Giancarlo Bodoni. So guys, Giancarlo is a brown belt in Jiu-Jitsu and he just got second in the worlds on IBJJF, and he's one of the best students from Lucas Lepre, and he's actually been teaching on my school here in Boston for 2 months. And guys, I have been rolling for him and feels just like a heavier Lucas Lepre. So it's a very good, amazing level. And he has a very good close guard. So today we shot an entire instruction all about his close guard. And today he's gonna show us here one sequence that he used from the close guard when he crossed the person's arm that opens up like 5 different options or so. So make sure to check out the last one that he's gonna show. That's very cool. So make sure you watch it till the end, because the very end, it's amazing like what he showed. So let's do that, Giancarlo.
All right, thanks so much, Bernardo.
Thank you.
So we're gonna start here in the close guard. Okay, so the close guard, I feel is like one of the most effective positions in Jiu-Jitsu, because there's no way that my partner, even though he's on top of me, can attack me. Most of the time, he has to stand up before he can even open my guard. Any submissions here are not gonna work. He's gonna expose himself. Okay, and I have my legs completely locked around him. So for him to posture up, it's very hard if I can break his posture down. Okay, so when I attack correctly, it's gonna be really hard for him to be able to do anything. So most of the time when I'm doing close guard, let's say that my opponent has a really good posture. So Bernardo's gonna be holding my 2 collars, like pretty traditional grip here that a lot of people do. What I like to do here is I like to go with my thumbs inside the sleeve. And then from here, I start to turn the sleeve and I go with a double sleeve grip here. So now I want to break his grip, and the way that I usually use to break the grip, a lot of people show kind of coming like this, all very effective, but what I like to do is very simple and very effective. So as I'm here, I'm going to use the palms of my hands to kind of push. You see how I create kind of like a little platform on his sleeve that my hand's going to push? I'm going to go with both my grips on his sleeve. I'm gonna turn my body a little bit to the side, so I'm almost doing like a little side crunch. And now I'm gonna extend my arms, using my palms like I showed, and I'm gonna extend my body at the same time, so I can create this kind of like opposing force to snap the grip off. Okay, so it's gonna be a lot stronger. From here, I'm gonna go to drag his arm. I can drag his arm over my wrist or underneath, it doesn't really matter. Okay, as long as I have, like I said, I have this stiff platform with my palm. So as I go to drag his arm across, I'm gonna bring my knees to my chest, okay, and his shoulder's gonna come to my chest. Now, from here, immediately I have to start to shift my hips. So I usually don't like to put my foot on the floor, and sometimes it's hard when his weight's all on me like this. So I'm just gonna use my hamstring on his thigh here, and I'm gonna shift, create like this scissor motion here with my legs. Immediately I'm gonna reach over and I'm gonna grab his lat here, right close to the armpit, keeping my arm extended so he can't bring his elbow back. Exactly, and you see how I have the palm of my hand against the sleeve here. So now, very important, I keep my shoulder connected to keep my chest connected to his shoulder. Once I grab the lat here, I can let go. I'm gonna start to open my elbow and come up. So from here, the first option is gonna be that I'm gonna go to his back. So a couple of things can happen here. One, so like my legs are locked. I'm here, I have my chest close to his shoulder, my hands on the floor. I'm gonna start to come up on my hand and come up to the back. Sometimes my foot will be stuck here, so I won't be able to pull my foot out and put the hook. In this case, let's say my foot gets stuck here. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start to turn my hands on the floor, and I'm gonna put my toes on the mat so that I can put my partner down and finish on the S mount. From here, we may have the seat belt. I can drag him to the back. I may have the arm bar, or if I'm able to control the arm, like the elbow, I'm gonna start to slide my heel down and finish right on the mount, okay? So, the second option, to take the back. As I was here, I broke the grip, drag him knees to the chest, start to shift my hips, keep my chest connected to his shoulder, holding the lat muscle here, lock my guard, keep my elbow tight. I start to come up on my elbow. So now let's say as I come up, I'm using my top knee to push and make my hips light. So as from here I push off his lower back, make my hips light, and let's say now I'm able to take my leg out and I put my hook in. If Bernardo allows me to put my second hook in, great. A lot of times he's gonna close the space here. I'm gonna get my seat belt. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my hook that's in to push off the floor with the balls of my feet, and I'm gonna drag him down here, okay? If he allows me to put the hook, great. If he locks the space with his knee, yeah, he's gonna close the space here. I just lock his hips, keep my head very tight, keep a good seat belt, extend my hips, and put my hook. So, sometimes what happens is when I drag his arm and I start moving to the side, he knows that I want to go to his back. So in order to defend, he's gonna put his leg up. From here makes it a lot harder for me to go to his back. So what I'm gonna start doing is, my hand that was going for the arm drag, I start coming underneath his leg, okay? Never disconnect my chest from his shoulder so that he can't bring the elbow back. I start coming underneath, I unlock my legs, I'm gonna start pendulum to get underneath him, okay? From here, I'm gonna swing my leg and I'm gonna create a scissor. My leg comes all the way underneath. From here, I control the arm, come to the mount, okay? He puts the leg up, I start swinging underneath. Let's say that now my leg gets stuck. This happens a lot. So now from here, we have a couple of options. One, I can go just shift my hips. I may be able to get the arm lock. Two, as I was here, my leg got stuck. What I don't want to allow happen is Bernardo to move his elbow out, shift his hips, and bring his elbow down. Maybe he's going to come back on top, or maybe he's going to open the elbow, come to my close guard, okay? So from here, as I landed with my leg trapped, immediately I'm going to grab just any material here on his bicep, preferably below the elbow. I still have his lat here, my leg was stuck, I can't come to the mount. I'm going to drag him over me, extend the arm, and come to the back. Underhook, hold the collar, put my hooks inside, and take his back.
Yeah, so guys, it's amazing like how he has everything set up and all the sequence that he has. So for example, once he crosses the arm, he can go to my back. Then if he cannot put both hooks, he ended up in the X mount. If he put only one hook, he goes to my back. If I defend lifting my leg, then he gets the sweep. If the sweep doesn't work, then he goes to the armbar or to my back again. So let's just redo that one more time. And guys, I agree 100% with what Giancarlo said, that in the close guard, it's the type of position that I pretty much don't have any attacks here. And I have to work myself to get out of from here. And he has a bunch of options here. And guys, another thing was the detail he used to break this grip. That was pretty cool. I have seen people using both hands to break the grip, but not with what he did, that he kind of extend his chest a little bit, right, Giancarlo?
Yeah, so like sometimes if the guy puts a lot of weight into my chest here, it may be a little hard to break the grip. If I'm strong and fast and his grip is not tight at the moment, I may be able to break it. But if the guy's heavier than me and he has a good posture here, he's gonna be putting his chest, yeah, right into my sternum. I can't sit up here, so I have to kind of shift my body to the side. Okay, this is gonna create the angle for me to push and extend posture backwards. And then I can break the grip like this. Now I use both arms and both legs to drag him across. Once his arm crosses, I'm gonna go immediately to the lat and I'm gonna get this, shift my hips to the side like this. So as we saw, once I'm here, just keep your arm extended. Once I feel secure here, like I don't have to rush, I'm gonna start to open my elbow out. Okay, so remember, see how I bring it to the outside? So from here, I start to come up. Like I said, if you try too hard to bring your hook out, he may end up back on top in the close guard. So from here, I'm just gonna turn my body, put both hands on the floor, and I'm gonna push and just put the ball of my foot on the floor. I may end up on the mount, I may end up on his back, I may end up on the armbar.
So let's just come back there. But guys, look like when he's here, right? look how many options he has from here. So this is what's gonna make me be completely in trouble, right? Because anything I try to do here, he has an answer. So he has the entire sequence, and I pretty much have nothing to do here. So what I would try to do is exactly what he said.
Yeah, so if he starts
to lift this leg
yes, exactly, and he's gonna start try to put his weight on me. It's gonna be worse for him as I start to come underneath. I start to use my leg as a pendulum. Okay, I don't even have to get all the way underneath him. Notice how he doesn't have a base anymore, just because of my angle. If I sweep him this way and my leg gets stuck, I grab the bicep, I just drag him this way, adjust my hips, lock, and get on the back.
Yeah, guys, so just amazing like how he has his entire sequence, and that's pretty much like what he did on his entire close guard game. So everything he has very well done as a sequence, going for submissions, going for sweeps, going to the back. So he just showed an entire instruction all about submissions, sweeps, and ways to go to the back from close guard. And it came out really, really good. As I said, he's one of the best students from Lucas Lepre, and he just seems like a heavier Lucas Lepre. So that was great. And guys, Giancarlo just made a YouTube channel as well. It's called Giancarlo Bodoni, so make sure to check that out. Thank you, Giancarlo. Please help me out to grow my YouTube channel. Just click subscribe. And to watch more videos, just click under see more videos. I hope you enjoyed.
BJJFanatics.com. Use the promo code YouTubeFaria to get 10% off any instructional video. Improve your jiu-jitsu faster.